Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Index Card Friday. Boy, I tell ya, they just keep coming faster and faster every week it feels like. So this week is maybe a little bit wonky. Um, sometimes you just sit down and you don't know what you're doing and all of a sudden you just start doing something, and this is what I came up with. So it's really kind of, I don't know, it's got a little bit of Tim Holtz. Is it Tim Holtz? Yeah, Tim Holtz decoupage paper. And it's got some die cuts, and it seems like June is a butterfly month. So I put together this envelope. Of course, I needed to use my We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board. I couldn't do it without it. And I used the card size 4 by 6.5. And this is the card. I used an envelope and put a butterfly through there, and there is your card. So yeah, a little bit wonky, but I think pretty cute. And hopefully you like this one. It is not really typically what you might call my style, but it is cute. Would be really cute in a journal. And we put a seal, a wax seal on the back. So let's get to it. I went ahead and punched my envelope out, and this is the paper. I used the rest of that, so I don't have it. So we are going to glue this shut. I rounded the corners. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have the the envelope punch board, because I know some people can just cut and they make the prettiest envelopes ever. It just doesn't work for me. I really need the machine to do it. And make sure I didn't get any glue in here. Hopefully everybody is doing great. Then what I did is I wanted to, this is probably prettier paper than what I used anyway. I went ahead and I tore out some of this decoupage tissue paper. And for those of you that didn't catch it, it is botanical. I got it at Hobby Lobby, $5.99. I know I would have got it on sale, so I am going to go ahead and get my glue stick. Haven't seen my mom this week. Just haven't had time. Had a mammogram yesterday. Make sure if you're supposed to have your mammograms that you do it. Very important. And got the results. Everything's fine. Thank goodness. We have a history in our family, so have to take care of that. So look at how pretty this is. Just putting this down. I know a couple of you are not feeling well, and I am hoping that by the time you see this that you are better. Look at how pretty that is. Ooh, yeah. Hopefully you are feeling much better. Much better. And I think we're going to put that there. I know one of you has the virus. You had mentioned it in the comments. That is what I had, and still have a few effects from it, but for the most part doing really well. And I hope that you are much better by now. And you have your energy back. That's the worst part, is just no energy. Look at that. Oh, guys. That is just pretty. I can't tell you why, but it just is. Then on the back, I want to go ahead and use a little bit more of this paper just because it is so pretty. I have it, you know, it's one of those things you get and then you put it somewhere, and of course, if you've got a lot of supplies, you kind of forget about it. And so you just gotta go through your stuff, pull it out, and see if you can use it up. I am thinking about, I have a lot of like tags and pockets and index cards. I have like 1.5 years of index cards. Things like that that we have done together, and just things that I've done together. And I'm thinking about taking and putting groups of them in a large envelope and sticking them in my Etsy shop. And what I need to do is get them together, see what exactly that's going to mean, and then I will take them to the post office, find out what the cost to ship will be, and then I can let you know. No two will be alike, but I will go through a couple of them just to show you what is going to be in them, because I have so much stuff. There's not a lifetime long enough for me to be able to use all the stuff that I have, so I really, really have to get rid of some of it. I was looking at my index cards from last year, and I'm thinking, what am I going to do with these? So I've just decided it's just time to let some of this stuff go. Isn't this just the coolest looking ever? Look at that. I mean, really. So this needs a butterfly, and I use this color, and I really do have to use this one because this guy looks really good, but this is the paper that I clipped for that, and I used this butterfly for that. So, but you know what? This is so beautiful. I think that has to be it. Don't you agree? Yeah, that has to be it. So we're going to have to clip another page. I love this, that we have to use this. So I'm going to put this butterfly on the front, and I'm not going to get the whole thing. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do to this butterfly. I am going to take some of the Nouveau Glaze and go over it. This just looks so pretty that I just have to do it. We have to have this one. And I don't know if you can tell, I went over that with the Nouveau Glaze. It just kind of brings the color out and gives a little bit of a dimension. And I think this is really pretty. So, and then we need a Tim Holtz word of some kind. And I think we will put on here, full of wonder. Full of wonder. And we will put this right up here. What do you think? Oh, prettier than I ever thought it would be. It really is. Then, now we need some fire, because we are going to I think instead of that size, did you see how that came out? I think instead of this size of Tree of Life, we're going to do a heart. A little bit smaller, and you won't have to sit here and get bored. See if I can make some fire here. Make this happen. The air conditioner's on, and so it creates a little bit of trouble. So I'm going to put my hand this way so that it doesn't go out, because I had an issue with that. If the, see, it went out. It's the fan blowing, so. It's too drafty. We are melting, and I apologize for that. I do have the little pot with the little cubes that you melt with a candle, but I have these, and so I should use them. Did we go out? Wait, no, we didn't go out. There we are. We're still going. That we went out, and I think that might be enough. It's just going to have to work. Get that on there, and we can put this away. Sorry about that, guys. I will get my pot out with my little chips of wax, and we will work it that way. So now I'm thinking, because I used the butterfly, there we go. That turned out nice. Good there. You can see the heart? Yep, just a little extra something something on there. So I am thinking this is the piece that I had originally cut out, and I guess you could see, let's see how that will look. You can see the butterfly through that. What do you think? Should we go for it, or should I maybe cut another piece? Maybe we'll do this. Let me cut another piece. Cut another piece. 4 by 6, that is the size of our index card. So we need a 4 by 6. This is a 4 by 6 right here. So then what we need to do is glue this to this so that you have that to write on. So we're going to glue that to that. And so let's do that. Get that out of the way, get that out of the way so I don't mess any of that up. Okay. So we have our glue stick. My husband went to walk Sky. It is like 104 degrees today. And when I am done, this is actually Thursday afternoon. It's just a little after 4 o'clock. We are going to hit the pool. So get this on there. Yay, that looks really good. So you are going to get your paper, then what we need to do is take our butterfly and figure out where he goes, and his little proboscis, his little antennae are a little bit wonky. And this is not a tag. This will be sealed. I just need to get an idea. I think that looks really good. So that's what you're going to do, is take an envelope and open it up and kind of get a feel for where this needs to go. And you don't have to get every little area of this glued down, because we are going to seal the envelope. So I wouldn't worry about it moving around. It really has nowhere to go. It's going to be like this. So now what we need to do is go ahead and do a little bit of collaging on this. So, unless you like the white, if you like the white, there's nothing wrong with that. See if this will work. And we're just gonna collage this. Like that. Wait a minute, I did this totally wrong. I did this totally wrong, because the index card is supposed to be on the back of the envelope. And I put the index card on the back of this. I mean, it's not going to matter, but yeah, the index card, guys, goes on the back of the envelope. Oh, Charlotte, what are you doing, girlfriend? What are you doing? Okay, not a really big deal. We will just use another index card. This would be really cute with like a die-cut Christmas tree. I mean, I'm just thinking, you know, bones for Halloween. I mean, you could do a lot. Yes, a lot. It'd be so cute. This would be good. Good way, too, to use washi tape. That also would be nice. So I hope everybody is having a decent week, and I hope everyone has just a wonderful weekend. Okay, maybe some, let's see, we could, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and tear the end, just so it's not so straight. Tear the end. can't believe how I messed up on the index card. Don't know what I was thinking, but you know, that's just going to add some extra weight to the card, and so it really will be totally fine. Truly not a big deal. And I know we put a Martha Stewart punch butterfly right there. And I'm wondering, I used decoupage paper, but I think I like this much better. I really do. So I think we're going to do this. Think so. So yeah, getting back to putting a bunch of, I'm thinking maybe 15 to 20 items in one envelope. And I'll have to see what it weighs and what I've got. But if you think that might be a good idea, let me know in the comments. So this will now get glued into here like that. So I'm sure that's what I did, and then I stitched it, and I will stitch this off camera. Oh, that's what I did. I didn't have a back of an envelope. That's what I did. Now I got it. That's the difference. I did not. I don't trust myself here. Cherry Matte. I did not use the back of the envelope. That's where I messed up, guys. You don't need the back of the envelope. You can take that envelope and you can use that for something else. And then we glued this on top. So it goes like that. That's what we did. Okay. Yeah, when it gets later in the day, it's harder to remember what we did. So I'm going to put some glue here. And I will off camera stitch around this. So you don't have to wait for that. I'll take the other one out so you can see what I did. Here's our glue. And then this goes on. Just like that. There we go. The back side. We will trim this up. We will put a Martha Stewart butterfly and a word. Also has a word. And then I will stitch around it, and I will take the Nouveau Glaze and I will do the large butterfly on the front. And then that will have plenty of time to dry. There we go. All right. Looks like we could use a little trimming here. And maybe just a touch right here. I did not distress this, but of course you can distress yours, and I didn't round the corners. So I will take this to the machine and I will stitch, and I'm going to be using variegated stitching. Some will be zigzag, some will be straight, but we do want a butterfly. So let's see what looks good. That butterfly does not show up. That butterfly is, it's a little bit all right. That butterfly doesn't really show up, and those are the patterns that I used. So I'm thinking we need to punch. Oh, how about this guy here? This might be really pretty. That's really pretty. We will use this. And I can glue him on before stitching because he's not going to get in the way of the stitching. So we're not going to worry about him. We'll make sure he's high enough that when I do stitch, it's not an issue. Then we need a word on the inside. We have a word on the outside, and the word we used was full of wonder. So we need a word on our card. And I will have to make sure I put that too where it's not going to get in the way of the stitching. So maybe use your wings or be amazed. Use your wings. Because we've got butterflies, let's use our wings. So do we want it at the top? I think we want it down here. We'll put it like this. Just like that. Let me see if I can get the cap on my glue and pull out the other one that I did so that you can see what it looks like stitched. I am having so much trouble with this glue. There we go. Okay, so this is the one that I did. And this is Be Curious, and here's the butterfly. And then, I don't know if you can see the different stitching in that. Maybe better on this side, just kind of messy stitching. So that's what I need to do on the other one. So cool. It is pretty cool. At first, I really wasn't sure. So I will go ahead and stitch around that. And that is the project. I'll put the glaze on it. I can go ahead and do that while you're here. And then we can put it aside, and should have used the heart on mine because that just smaller. So Nuvo Glaze is this right here. I get this on Amazon, Nuvo Crystal Glaze. And well, let's get this out of the way. And then what I'm going to do is just very lightly, I don't know if you're going to be able to see me do this. I will do half of it and show you what it looks like, so you will get an idea of the difference. And this doesn't want to come out either. It's a story of my life. There we go. Don't need a lot. The more you put on, the longer it's going to take to dry. I typically like this to dry overnight. I can't tell you how many times I have stuck my fingers in this, just going to test to see if it was dry, and it wasn't. I did find a dollhouse, by the way, at Hobby Lobby. And the kids are so busy, I have to find a time when we can all get together Reed has a project with Legos that he can do, and the girls and I can play with the dollhouse. And I want to do it on camera. I just think it'd be fun. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to hold this up because half of it's done. And then hopefully you can see the color changes a bit. Can you see that? The left side versus the right. So I'm going to go ahead and do the right side. Then we're going to give away last week's index card. Let me check this out and make sure that I've got enough on. Looks pretty good to me. So let's do this side. And of course I can't get it perfect because we've got a lot of little thin areas. So I'm just going to kind of go around it just as best that I can. And then it's pretty good when you hold it up to the light, you can really see what you've missed. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I missed this whole entire area right here. But it adds something. Can you see that? It really does. Missed this right here. But I think it looks really pretty. There's a big difference. I mean, the color really does stand out when you use it. So that's going to have to go and dry. And we are going to get on with our giveaway. Do not want to put anything on that. So last week, if you remember, this is what we did, this little booklet here. That was really, really cute. So we are giving this booklet away today. So how about this booklet finds a home with Roseanne? All right, Roseanne, I have your address, and I will get these out in the mail hopefully tomorrow. I've got everything ready to go. I just haven't gotten to the post office, so hopefully tomorrow. If you are at all interested in butterfly die cuts, then I did post in yesterday's video where I did the pins. These pins here. Aren't these the coolest thing ever? Look at that. Oh, they're just so cute. And I did add them to our book. Anyway, my address is in there. I will show you what they look like. I have all but completed this book. I have to come back and do our tags and add our ribbons and needles and things. But here, like I had showed you yesterday, here's 2 of them. And then I added, I don't want to give everything away, I added pearls and beads to, don't want to do all the reveal, just want to show you the pins. Let's see, where are the other ones? Here. 3 pins here. Don't they look just beautiful? And I'm going to see if I can find the little stoppers, because you can get stoppers for the ends of these so they're not all pokey and sharp. But yeah, that's the pins. So we'll have to do more of that. But okay, guys, so that is it for today. And I hope you enjoyed this. It was fun to make. It was something, pretty different. I don't usually do an envelope with a card like that. But, you run into your decoupage and you think, ooh, we need to use that up. So I hope that you have a really, really great weekend. And I will catch everybody in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.